Hi everyone, my name is Angeline and I'm the host of the Daily Watch. And today we're going to do something a little bit different than our usual content. We're going to start talking about true crime stories from Southeast Asia. Our first story is about Si Wei. Si Wei became something of a bogeyman in Thai folklore, and parents would often threaten their misbehaving children with the ghost of Si Wei if they did not behave. He became known as Thailand's first serial killer and is also referred to as the Hannibal Lecter of Thailand. And you will see why. The story goes like this. One Monday afternoon in 1958, in the seaside town of Nguyen Pra, Rayong province, 8-year-old Sombun Bunyakan went to buy some vegetables for his family to cook dinner from a local Chinese gardener. He never returned. Naturally, the child's worried father, Nawa Bunyakan, called a search for his missing son in the woods near their home. Nawa and his companions stumbled upon the gardener Sombun had gone to buy from. His name was Sikwei Sayung. He was burning a pile of twigs and dry leaves. However, the father realized to his horror what Siwei was burning under the debris, a small leg. He rushed to stamp out the fire and uncovered the half-burnt, eviscerated body of Sombun beneath the charred leaves. Howling in rage, Nawa and his friends attacked Siwei and held him down until police arrived. In the next few days, the story hit the front page of newspapers across Thailand. Siwei confessed to killing Sombun. He was working in an orchard when someone came to buy vegetables. He stabbed the boy in the throat, washed his body, then cut out his liver, heart, and kidney. He stored the organs in his kitchen cupboard for later consumption, which were supposedly found in Siwei's cupboards at his home. Much of what is known about Siwei's life came from his own translated testimony to police investigators and judges. He was born in 1927 to a family of farmers in the southern Chinese port town of Shantou. In 1945, at 18, he was drafted to fight against invading Japanese. He said his unit was once cut off and encircled by the Japanese for weeks. While his compatriots ate grass to survive, Sikwei said he turned to the flesh of slain soldiers on the battlefield. It was his first time he tasted human meat. After the end of World War II, he migrated to Thailand on a cargo ship, where in the mid-1950s, he reportedly embarked on a killing spree. In one gruesome murder after another between 1954 and 1958, he stabbed 6 boys and girls to death. The youngest victim was 5 years old and the oldest 11. He mutilated his victims' corpses, carving out their hearts, kidneys, livers, and organs. He then cooked and ate the body parts in the belief that consuming them would rejuvenate him. He selected children because they were easier to entrap and kill. All of this, of course, was based on what Siwei told the authorities. Forensic science was non-existent in Thailand at the time. He also could not communicate directly with the judges because he spoke very little Thai. But police said they had witness descriptions that matched Siwei, and the pattern and methods were identical. Siwei didn't put up any fight when his trial opened on March 25, 1958. He confessed to every count of murder pressed against him and freely discussed his exploits in court. His trial lasted only 9 days. Siwei was convicted of the murders and sentenced to death. He was executed by firing squad on September 17, 1959 at the age of 32. After his execution, Siwei's body was given to Bangkok Siriraj Hospital for medical study of his abnormality and was eventually mummified. The preserved body was then placed on display in the Forensic Museum within the hospital, where it remained for the next 60 years. During this time, Siwei became a ghost story, and parents would often warn their children of the dangers of Siwei, who would eat the livers of misbehaving children. Those who did not believe the stories their parents wove would be taken to the museum and shown Siwei's body as proof of his existence. In recent years, the legitimacy of the crimes he was charged with, as well as the ethics of having his body displayed in the museum, have come into question. The Thai police had a bad reputation when it came to garnering confessions and were known to beat and threaten suspects into confessing to crimes that they often did not commit. A Change.org petition to have his preserved remains removed from display in order to preserve his dignity and for a traditional ceremony and cremation gathered support and collected around 11,000 signatures. In June 2019, Siriraj Hospital removed the cannibal sign from Siway's display case and replaced it with death row criminal instead. In August 2019, the hospital removed his body from public display entirely, and in July 2020, his mummified remains were cremated and given a Buddhist funeral. So what are your thoughts about Siway's story? It seems that particularly in recent years, more people are starting to question whether he really did commit all of the crimes or the murders that were pinned on him. If you are from Thailand, do you know the story of Siway? Let us know in the comment section below. So that's it for our first true crime stories in Southeast Asia. This is going to be the first of a series, so expect more of this content in the future. See you in our next video.